Is Jesus de Montreal the greatest Canadian film of all time? Welcome to Canadian Corner, where I review the best and worst of Canadian culture on my way to becoming the most prolific reviewer of all time. The film is directed by Denis Arcand and stars Lothaire Bluteau, Catherine Wickeling, and Joanne-Marie Tremblay, who all play different types of actors and characters in a passion play of Jesus' life. Daniel Colomb is an unknown actor who was hired by a priest at a shrine to modernize their passion play. He recruits various actors and they stage the play. The play becomes very successful because it challenges what people believe about the church and Jesus. It's a very radical interpretation of Jesus. The events of Jesus' life blend into the lives of the actors. It's a profound message because it doesn't state very clearly that the actors are wrong or that the church is right. The priest is not a very good priest, but he makes a good point towards the end of the film that people don't want complicated theories, they just want to be forgiven. I watched it when it came out in 1989, and I remember that it made a positive impression on me, although with time the events of the movie faded. The film works because it's a deeply spiritual film that asks complicated questions about Jesus' message, despite being made by an atheist. The film is also a commentary on the nature of acting. The actors have various acting gigs before the Passion Play, like voiceover for porn, like an actress who stars in commercials, and one who does narration for films. There's also these theatrical moments that are funny. There's one where they show a presenter for a morning show on television and she smiles an uncomfortably long time at the camera because they want the last thing the audience sees of her to be her smiling, but it's freaky. The movie is full of little moments like that. The allusions to Jesus' life in this movie are thought-provoking. There's a scene reminiscent of when Jesus overturns the money changers' tables in the temple. But here, it's an actor being outraged at the disrespect casting directors are showing his friend. There's a long scene where Daniel is talking to an agent that parallels the temptation of Christ, but they remain actors who are playing these roles. The ending of this movie is great in how Daniel suffers and is resurrected again, not through magic, but through the modern miracle of organ donation. The movie is a great combination of comedy and sadness. One example is a scene where the actors want to put the play on one more time, and so they start, and then security comes to stop them, and then there's a large guy who tackles a security guard to allow the play to continue. It's funny in the moment, but the guard knocks the security guard into the cross where Daniel is pretending to be crucified, and it gets knocked into the ground, causing the injury that will cause Daniel's death. The movie is well constructed and acted. It's a rare film that both looks great and makes you think. To answer my question from the beginning, I would say, of all of the so-called great Canadian movies I have watched for this project, this is definitely the greatest. 10 out of 10. No notes. I'm trying to become the most prolific reviewer of all time. If you like what I do, please leave a like, leave a comment, or subscribe. I'm trying to get to 40 subscribers by the end of July. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.